I'm running this brief testimony to you, Mr. Hallman, about your company, Father's Time, and your product, A-Game. I first want to commend you for creating such a great herbal formula. I felt as if I was on a downward course. First, I suffered from high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and then diabetes. Not to mention my lack of enthusiasm and sexual drive. But thanks to A-Game, those diseases are part of my past. I am a new man. Something told me to keep going. I've taken A-Game for several months now, and it has had a positive, dramatic impact on my life. I have vitality again. I feel invincible, powerful, and focused, and my numbers have reversed to the joy of my family and doctor. As far as my bedroom goes, I've tried the popular pills once or twice, mainly out of desperation. Personally, I don't like unnatural synthetic stuff in my body. Oftentimes they didn't work, and reading about the side effects can be pretty scary. I don't know. They aren't sure if it will fix my problem, but ruin several other organs in the process, and they have no clue how it will affect me in the future. I need A-Game. It's all natural, and your unique blend is unlike anything else on the market. A-Game gives me the strength and energy to be at my best day in and day out. It just works. So, thank you for supporting my journey. I can now tell others, never, never give up. Sincerely, one happy customer.
Morning, YouTube. It's your man running back with another one. And I want to say much love to the A-Game Nation. Shout out to all the subscribers, both new and old. Welcome back. Hit the notification bell for future videos. And to all my veterans across the board, salute to you guys. You should already be up and moving, kicking ass and taking names. And I got to do this one because, number one, I wanted to apologize mainly to my veterans that the last military mirror, in my personal opinion, was bullshit. This is aside from being a admitted perfectionist. This is aside from dealing with a cracked wisdom tooth and feeling I was pressed for time to just put something out. That's something I cannot afford to do, not just for myself, but me taking accountability of not addressing the issues in its proper context. See, my whole thing is, this is something I had to deal with, and I speak on, making that transition from the military experience to the civilian theater. Personally, I've been accustomed to muting myself, always trying to keep things always politically correct, and knowing damn well that is not how I need to carry business. It's what a lot of men, especially, have been domesticated into doing to cater to the tissue soft feelings and sensibilities of self-righteous motherfuckers, not just on this space, but in life in general. So in this revision of the military mirror, addressing this topic, we already know the military phonetic meanings of Foxtrot, Tango, whiskey. To those civilians who don't know, fuck the world. And I'm going to be very candid and unapologetic in what I need to say, because this has been brewing for a hot minute. Now, you might have seen this in the eulogy of the sacrificial soldier, some of it. That was just to get out some tension, and I will make that available because that's a night to home. And of course, you always talk about how does the first general order apply to all this? To take charge of this post and all my property / people in view. 9 times out of 10, actually 10 times out of 10, we deal with the military theater, civilian theater, and life in general. We always have to wear this mask. We're always guilty of poorly code switching. Usually people want you to address them via their rank, their seniority in both theaters. And even to the extent, and especially in this space, we got people looking to be any and everything out here. Incels, PUAs, dating coaches, pimps, players, more, SYSBM, MGTOW, men's right activists, red pill, blue pill, purple pill, green pill, red jelly beans. I say this respectfully. Fuck all that shit. This is about dwelling. It's not just where you go and where you lay your hat. And shout out to Thick and Master Templar for always saying, where you got a place to take down your armor and be your genuine self. This is about you. Be it enlisted man, officer, man on the street, man on Wall Street, or man roaming the wilds of Martin Luther King Street. This is about us. The cornerstone of a possible legacy, a community, a rebuilt society built to benefit our generations, our message to the world when we're long gone. They always say home is where the heart is. And I've said this in the last stream. There's a lot of individuals, especially us men, who are virtually homeless. This is why you have individuals who are these Wi-Fi winos, panel possums, what have you, maggles, tender dick Templars who are living vicariously through avatars in cyberspace. Sadly, we bring those avatars into the real world, allegedly. When we talk about dwelling, who in the fuck are you? What do you stand for? See, I don't speak on bio Coltime rounds a lot. But we have to worry about our core beliefs, how we see ourselves, how we think and feel. If we allow outside influences that don't benefit us to basically pollute those said things, this is where you get the goofy culture that we live in. Individuals worrying about the coming and going of hoes instead of fucking the shit out of your purpose. And with a growing number of us doing this nonsensical bullshit. This is why you got guys who are slaves to social media, slaves to nonsensical narrative, which affects how we do and think. We're seeking solace in unproven motherfuckers who have always shown they don't suit your best interests. They don't represent you well, much less themselves. And they are the creators and the supporters and the distributors of incel income. Now, when I say incel income, any individual, this is beyond getting ass. This is when it becomes when your time, your energy, and your resources are used to fuck you out of your mobility, your momentum. When you lose track of time and you're going nowhere fast. Then it leads to you becoming a victim of your environment. While you're worrying about panhandling for panties, worrying about finding cheap validation for likes in a world that isn't real. And while they're getting ready to unlock the metaverse, where it really gets kicked in overdrive, you start seeing laws and legislations that will, and many things that will affect you ultimately, where you can't even move. All you're doing is redecorating your blast prison. But that's something further down the road. We're talking about you, the man in real time, the man trapped in that chrysalis you call a consciousness. See, when we got to break it down, we are the building blocks of society. But again, we have to set in a program for us that works for us. Now, granted, it's very challenging to leave the military theater where you always have a lot of regimented things to keep you on point. You have a schedule, you have momentum, you have a sense of purpose. At least you borrow one sometimes. Because everybody that swears on the oath and even fights upon command, a lot of us are not fighting for the same team. A lot of us are fighting our respective battles. So when we talk about dwelling, this is one of the many key elements that separates an actual house from a home. Who you allow to dwell within, not just in your physical presence, but in here and here. Some of you refuse to divorce yourselves from destructive people or underwhelming schedules where you have people tugging and pulling away at your time. And when you allow that to happen, there's a lot of things that are allowed to invade your respective spaces, not just your house. When you start seeing clutter build about, you start building a lot of clutter here and then here. And no doubt that affects everything around you. If you do not take care of yourself, if you do not execute the 4 T's for yourself, understanding not just who is worth your time, but what. What is worth entertaining the toll of things? Because far too many times we tend to invest ourselves into things that take away from our time, that are never worth the trouble, and no doubt present an inherent threat, either overt or covert. We have to take ownership of that. And maybe just the fact in the span of 48 hours, I needed to see something for myself. See, and I'm speaking to my vets especially. You can't always fuck your problems away. You can't always lollygag and play and do grab ass and hide and duck from yourself. There's a lot of things set right in front of you. Sometimes you repeat the same lessons because you were too busy playing around. You're just going along to get along. And that's why certain things repeat themselves, be it certain narratives, the remix of certain people and personalities. Sometimes the same problems when you see in the mirror. We have to really sit down and have that fire team chat. Not the bottom of a bottle or syringe or in the back of them guts. You like to sit there and use as a drug of leisure. Sometimes we tend to bury ourselves in work, but again, when you're already fucked up, stop digging. This is where you need to really reassess yourself. When we talk about spiritual warfare, this right here is your foxhole. Sometimes all that you have is yourself in certain instances. Everybody isn't going to be there for you all the time, even if they aspire to be. As I've always said, you have to be the commanding officer of your life. You have to learn how to learn battlefield maneuvers, especially in the civilian theater. Because a lot of these spiritual punji pits, Constantine wires, and grenades being thrown at you, you have to have the foresight and the intuition to see and feel certain things. When I say fuck the world, I talk about the lost value system. When you see things such as no detachment, no limit, no loyalty, no discipline, no fair structure, no peace, no standard, no support, no loving support, no care, no truth. These things come in all forms, shapes, and sizes. And they always say the road to hell is always paved with good intentions. You have to remember you're not everybody's personal do boy. People have to adhere to your schedule, your time, your energy. But it all starts with you respecting said things. If you don't, your dwelling will be basically your prison. The only time you get there is to drop your bags and collapse when your body eventually steals back that energy in sleep. How many times have we worn ourselves ragged to the point where our body said, fuck that. If we got to take a day off, we taking it. And rightfully so. Because we don't add value to ourselves. We don't take care of us. We don't provide the 4 P's for ourselves. See, it's good to be a provider. But in this gynocratic society, this hellhole, we always get placed in the position of being spiritually impaired mules of provision. This is how a lot of these chicken heads do it. It ain't just these chicks. There's these individuals who want to take your time when we're talking about energy vampires. Sometimes what you need to provide them is distance, boundaries, a heartfelt no. Or you don't have to say it, an absence of your time and presence. See, that leads to the problem solving. Everybody wants to be one of these hollowed heroes, haunting spaces, figure that they're trying to save everybody but themselves. See, when you put you first, this helps you minimize waste of energy, money, staying out of confusion, which leads to protection. When we talk about dwelling, you have to be that sentry. We're talking about, remember, saying to take charges, post, and all property and people in my view. Sometimes you have to micromanage your time with people as a means to protect yourself. Some people will bring fucked up energy to you. And there's nowadays you start learning there's a lot of snakes. They don't just hiss at you. They learn how to speak spiritual pillow talk to you. Hey, what's good, bro? You got motherfuckers who will love bomb you to death. You got people who will hug you, but you don't see the face that they're exhibiting when they do it. Because if your intuition, your foresight are alerting you to things because you dulled it to death, you're literally in subject to friendly fire. Then we talk about the procreation part. Now, this is where we got to be careful about things. Because again, as I said, we can't fuck our way to salvation. It isn't just limited to sex. Why don't we show that level of personal intimacy to ourselves? Some of us are afraid to go off and enjoy our time on our own. I need a road trip, a personal dinner for yourself. Learn how to reward yourself. Get that time to get that creative recharge. Learn how to appreciate your time. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. And I'm not talking about being arrogant, clapping your hands or patting your back and breaking your collarbone, basically doing it. What I'm speaking on is learning how to appreciate the steps you take. Some of us probably need that good dinner to celebrate the victory that we had that meant the world to us, but doesn't mean shit to anybody else. It's easy to speak on things as far as like the 10 life values. That's a given. This should be the banner that you hold above yourself, because literally this is going to be a dogfight for you spiritually, socially, on every level. You're going to run into individuals that'll teach you that guerrilla warfare is a real thing, especially when they're in close proximity. A lot of times you run into like Claymore mind conversations. People who will say a lot of shit at a distance, when you get up close and expose themselves, they blow the fuck up. And most times they will tear you to shreds because you didn't use your foresight and your intuition to ward you of such individuals. So when you have this for yourself, establishing system, order, and structure, this is how you adhere to protecting your dwelling, your space, and upholding this. Because of all else, this is the most sacred ground that is needed to be protected. Minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, because you're going to get attacked from all fucking fronts. I could speak on the many attacks that I'm still undergoing, but again, that'd be preaching to the fucking choir. This is what I'm telling you, veterans. I'm starting with the ones who are in service. Of course, we have to admit it, we're government property. When you made the oath and we said they got shipped out and got our orders, that is our commitment to our word. But you need to be careful. Now, not allowing your commitment to keep you in confinement. See, some people use your word and your honor and your integrity against you to imprison you into some bullshit that does not benefit you, but solely adheres, supports their bullshit agendas. This is when you start learning the difference between a senseless, selfish, and a sensible giver. As a soldier, you have to have that discernment to figure out, okay, look, this is what I can do. This is what the fuck I won't do. And I'll repeat it again. Foxtrot, Tango, whiskey. Fuck the world, meaning fuck the lost value system. Because it doesn't matter if you made the oath to be a soldier or to come out here in the civilian theater. The war has always been going on. The war for your mind, the war for your respect. There's many wars you're waging for all fronts. Some people you have allowed to pollute your dwelling, not just your house or your home, but in here and here. I personally don't give a fuck with what these thoughts are doing. What they eat don't make me shit. And I'm speaking to both male and female thoughts. What about you? How are you feeling? How are you growing? How are you moving? Are you getting everything that you need? Are you waking up every day closer to where you want to be? Or are you backsliding to what you used to be? Everyone wants to be red pill, alpha, or whatever in cyberspace. That's cool. But always adversity lets you know who the fuck you are and who the fuck is around you. When it comes to my brothers, if I can, I take what knowledge I have acquired over time and impart that into them. That's why brotherhood is part of that dwelling. It's something that's either abused, overlooked, or underappreciated. Can I trust my brother to help me when we're in the foxhole, in the fight of our lives daily? Some of us are dealing with our demons, both spiritual and the ones we put our lives and investments into. Some of us are dealing with a lot of battles that we can't even speak about. As you've seen in the picture, that's one of many individuals who had to stand at that firing line and make serious decisions that can affect their lives and the lives of others. Many of the things that we do, many things we think, many things we stand on come with collateral damage, be it good and bad. So this is why you have to really assess the battlefield, not just on the exterior, but the interior. Wars cost. So when you're dealing with the loss value system, you deal a lot of mercenaries out here, soldiers for hire, devoid of moral principle, direction, and compass. They will do anything for $1. Even turn on the people that paid them. But when you're talking about going about the 10 life values for yourself as a man, rest is a comfort that many of us can ill afford. Peace also costs, but we have to be willing to defend ourselves, to take charge of our post and all the property and people in view. If they do not support this, or where this is going, or where this is set in, get them the fuck out of your circumference. Like you can give them the slow fade, or you just nuke them the fuck out of your area. But you gotta protect this, because once you lose this, game motherfucking over. And then in closing, this is something I'm working on, but I suggest my brothers learn how to do this for themselves. Stop apologizing for being the man you are. I'm an admitted asshole with principles. I get tired of tiptoeing and walking around eggshells and adhering to people's feelings, which don't even hold the shit that they're fucking carrying. They want you to be real cute with them. Tell them to make them something, make them feel good about themselves. And this is a stance that I'm going to take from here on out, which is why I need to apologize to my fellow veterans for not living up to the standard that I set. If you want me to sit there and basically blow smoke up your ass to be cute for you, or to put on a face because you want to see a little dancing monkey on a leash, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. That's not me. That's not how I work. That's not what I'm feeling. You need to be the best steward of your time possible, because it is a finite resource that is subject to abuse, mainly through our hands. You, as the veteran, need to put a premium on your health. We know about the hurry up and wait game. It's not just played in the civilian theater, but it's played in the military. We're so accustomed to it, like, you know what, fuck it. You make the proper adjustments to make them respect your time. Go to the VA and check your doctor's notes. because many times over, they tend to play some games. If they're going to play games, you need to play to win. Get around seasoned veterans that'll get you on point to protect you and your interests, not just in the service, but out here in the spiritual wasteland that we call society. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. But do understand you have to vet the people who claim they say they're going to help you. Because yeah, they'll sit there and give you what you need in one hand. But you got to be mindful of what the other hand is doing. Why is that hand behind your back? What's back there? Learn how to read body language. Learn how to trust your foresight and intuition to read people. Because sometimes a lot of the love bombing they do is a lot of scripted bullshit to keep you in place and in prison in this idea that everything is cool when it isn't. This here is your communication tower. Protect that at all costs. When it comes to you being that man, being that point man, you have to be hyper vigilant about your steps forward. Not just moving forward, but those in your team moving around you. Because you need to be careful. There are some rugged individuals that will set you up for friendly fire. When your intuition and your foresight tells you something, believe it. Make a note of it. Move accordingly. Protect your house. This is your house. You got one body, one life, one mind. This is your ground. Sacred ground. Protect it. Represent yourself in the best and honest fashion as humanly possible. And for every motherfucker who thinks I'm going to sit there and do cartwheels to make you feel good about yourself, if I respect you, I'm going to set it out there. Do you want the truth or the honest truth? This is a disclaimer to let you know whatever's going to be said, it's going to be said. Standing on the truth is going to cause you to lose friends. Sometimes. But most times it's going to be used to separate the wheat from the chaff. We got to be brutally honest with ourselves more than anything. If we're talking about dwelling, this is a form of leadership that we take, exercise within ourselves. From within goes without. We got to unfuck this clusterfuck here. And you are well worth the time and investment. Hopefully, it doesn't take a few near-death experiences to teach you that. Because nowadays, with me being 46, it's not uncommon to be called OG. Because a lot of the olders abandoned their post a long fucking time ago. It's on us to get this shit right. This is why I made this channel the way I made this channel. I'm going to take care of my brothers because, respectively, I'm my brother's keeper. Whether they want to admit it or accept it or not. I'm going to do my part to get my brothers on point. If they have questions, I'm going to do my best to find the answers and help them. If they want to solve their problems. Otherwise, they can get the fuck out of my face. The help is here, fellas. Let's stop playing around because we are running out of time to play. There are people who have your lives at stake. Meanwhile, you're investing major time and unnecessary resources into the lives that you live. talking about dwelling. Let's get to the real and evict the phony motherfuckers out your life, especially the representative you cling to. No more extended warranties on people who are not being true to who they are or to your mission, but especially to you. This is a gut check for us. If it doesn't suit you, give them a rain check. If they don't suit your presence, get them the fuck up out of there. Give them a dishonorable discharge or whatever honorable discharge you can. Because again, I told you, you are the commanding officer of your life. So with that being said, I pray you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and the evening. And give what I said some honest thought. And let me know what you think. Be it in the comment section, or you can hit me up at genuinearticle75@gmail.com. Because I feel a lot better when I stop pussyfooting around conversations. It doesn't mean that I have to sit there and curse all the time. It's natural military shit. And just me being honest. But we're men here. Our thoughts, our feelings, our anything, a lot of things that we go through matter, but we have to do this in a proper context instead of being internet weenies, pissing and moaning about the same old monkey shit that you don't want to solve, don't want to address, but you want to cheaply entertain at the expense of your life. Love yourself. You do that by giving everything in your life that is constructive the proper attention. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And as always, never allow your comfort zone to become a coffin. Semper Fi.